y'all, we gonna snoop just a little bit, okay? Be real quiet.
What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service. Beautiful South Georgia. Hope y'all are doing well today. It's Friday. 7 o'clock. We're not starting until 7:30. I'm just out here a little early checking on everything. Look at the oil in the machines, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna check the X1. It should be over 1,000 hours. Let's see here if we can get that thing to come on. No, it's not over 1,000. 993. I must not have quite as many as I thought on it. For some reason, I was thinking it was close to 1,000 last week. All right, we got oil. Super Z like it needs a little air in one of the tires. It's a routine in the morning, man. Got to come out, check all this stuff. Now, you might be wondering if I'm checking the oil on these, why I'm not pulling it out, wiping it off, and sticking it back in. That is the proper way to make sure that it's between the lines. However, when you check it all the time, you got the two lines on there. You know if it's above that top line a little bit, that accounts for it being screwed in. I've checked the oil in them enough. We're gonna see what we got on the, oh man, that one's tight. We're gonna see what we got on the stander. Time for oil change in them anyway. Stander's 250 something, I think. Yeah, 252.4. We're gonna add all of them today. We got about 15, 18, 19, 20 and a half. We got about 21 and a half acres, I think, today on the schedule. That's 1, 4, 5 properties, I guess. We got the college, and I got another one that's about 3 acres. So, yeah. Yep. So I'm waiting. I was just out here checking everything, checking the air and everything, waiting on the guys to get here. So we're supposed to start at 7:30. They usually always get here early. You can't, on them, you can't wait. If you come out the house at 5 till time to leave, they'll all be in the truck ready to go. So that's good, though. That's good, right? All right. Let me, I need to check the air in that Super Z. I'll check back with y'all. I already had somebody cancel on me this morning. Hey, that ain't no problem for me. The customer with the 3 acres called and said, well, he sent me a text and asked if there's any way we could just move it to next week. That didn't look like the grass had been growing, and it is slowing down now. I hope it don't turn into a mess, but I didn't have no objection to it. If it's a little bit taller, I ain't gonna worry about it. He's hoping he's hoping that this cut will carry him into the winter. I think they will probably do their own lawn. I mean, he hasn't said this, but I'm just thinking he may do his own next year. But now, then again, it takes me almost 3 hours. Now, you know, if I was the homeowner and had the same equipment I got now, I could do it in 2. First of all, I'd cut it every week. Second of all, you know, there's a bunch of stuff he could spray out there that I trim around. So, anyway, you know, but it's rough. It is a rough yard. Most yards around here are rough, though, unless they've really been graded and sodded, you know. So you're not gonna run In most places out there, that standard runs about 11 miles, 10, 11 miles an hour, and it's a rough ride on it at that speed. So, but anyway, I told him, yeah, man. So I'm gonna go cut one that the guys normally cut, and because I haven't been there in months, but I'm gonna go cut it, and then we gonna they got 3 smaller ones to cut, and then we're gonna all meet back up at the college. I'll still be there before them, but you know, I'll still be there before them, but it's 8:03. I'm thinking that this property here probably take me, seemed like it used to take me about an hour and a half. I've cut it before by myself. The biggest thing, you got a ditch out front that you got to weed eat around, and this guy's front yard's irrigated, so it's usually pretty thick. We triple cut it normally, but it's only a fairly small area, just to make it look good. And but he pays for that, so you know, nothing to complain about there. But anyway, I'm gonna get out here and get this knocked out. So maybe I'll show y'all that, or show you the yard at least. All right, that one took me almost 2 hours. Huh. Well, I guess not. About an hour and 40 minutes, maybe 1:45. There is a pretty big difference. We're gonna do a slow drive by. The customer was out in the yard. Just gonna kind of set that up here. There was an area too that had been a little bit neglected, but anyway, I seen a string of bahia way out there in the middle. Never ends. Anyway, but I mean, that's what I'm charging him for. I'm charging basically right about 2 hours. It was 2 hours for this year, but my price is going up for the next year, so probably everybody gets a price bump next year. And the reason for that, I mean, if you could find a full-time person to come out here and do this and work in this heat, somebody's gonna be dependable, got a driver's license, and do what they're supposed to do, it's gonna cost you $20 an hour. It's gonna cost you over 20. Probably gonna be more like, when you figure in insurance, workers' comp, all that stuff, taxes, you'll be at $25 an hour. Yep. So, you know, now that's for a full-time person that you can turn loose. Somebody that, you know, wants to work 40 hours and make $800 a week. Gross 800. But anyway, if you figure that, and you got $25 an hour, $25 an hour for equipment, overhead, insurance, vehicles, lawnmowers, blades, gas, oil, belts, repairs. You know how much money I spent on repairs this year, right? So, you know, and I'm gonna talk about this in another video, but I'll go ahead and mention it. I've said it before, but when you go out and you say, oh man, we made $500 today or $700 today, you didn't make $500 or $700 today if that's how much revenue you generated. Stop saying that. I mean, it's your business. You can say what you want to, but you didn't make $500. If you had an employee with you and you got a truck and gas and blades and you got the cost of that equipment, and a lot of people have this misconception, I own my equipment so it don't cost me anything to operate it. Well, you keep thinking like that, and then when you have a hydro go out and it's you know, $1,500 to $1,500, you have an engine go out, it's, you know, $2,500 to $3,500, yeah, it costs money to maintain it. It costs money if you're gonna replace it. So anyway, but I said I'd talk about that in another video, so I'm not gonna get off on that right now. I'll put it like this, and I'll leave it at this. If you grossed $500 today, you'll be lucky to keep $250 of it, make $250 of it, and then you'll have to pay 40% of that back in taxes. So there you go. That's your payday, in case you're wondering. That's free financial advice from a non-financial expert. So, all right, I got to get over here to the college, man. Them guys probably getting close to being there. So, come on, lady, what you slowing down for? Anyway, I'll see y'all when we get there.
Hey, y'all, we gonna snoop just a little bit, okay? Be real quiet. We're coming up here on the yard on the left that the guy said his wife wanted to reevaluate the lawn service. We're gonna see if they keeping it up. Oh, it's not looking good from here. Y'all be real quiet. Real quiet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Y'all be quiet.
Hey man, you need to cut that grass. I love it, man. I love it. So that was the customer, which I don't care. Believe me. When I say I don't care, if people don't want us to cut their grass, now obviously I don't want it to be over quality issues. I don't want it to be over, you know, falling out or something. But if it just comes, somebody says, well, we don't really want to pay that kind of money, or, you know, we want to try to find a better deal, I have no problem with that. None whatsoever. I tell people up front when I quote the property, you'll find, if you're looking for somebody cheap, if you're looking for the cheapest bid you can get, I'm wasting both of our time. Right? Because I am. Because it's not going to be that. But anyway, we were cutting this yard, and this guy's wife wasn't here. She was still out in Idaho or wherever they came from. And he's got a hustler. In fact, he tried to. He told me he would offer. He would give me the. It's a Raptor XD for a year of lawn service, which wouldn't have been a bad deal. It's 5 acres. Every other week, you know. But I didn't want a Raptor XD. I mean, I don't have any use for that. I had an SD and I sold it. So, I mean, if I come across one for, you know, to have a little more to light more to cut wet areas or something like that, and I come across one for $1,500, $1,200 or $1,500, I might buy one. But I'm not gonna do a 5 acres of lawn for a year to get it. But anyway, I think what happened, his wife came and she's probably like, why are we paying $250, you know, for somebody to cut this yard? Because that's what I was doing it for. It was only $50 an acre. There really wasn't a lot of trim in there. Just and I probably should have been a little bit higher, but I don't know. It really, we made good money doing it. So but she probably won't know where that money was going, so she's like, why ain't you out there on that mower? That's what I'm thinking. But as we can see, it's not getting done. And so if he calls me back, I'm gonna give him a new price. I'm gonna say, yeah man, but you know, be $275 a cut or whatever, another $5 an acre, I don't know, you know, because that's now, you know, that's just kind of how I do it. So all right, I got my phone buzzing. Yep, day at the college. That was 002 calling me, getting ready to swap them blades, boy. Look at there, fresh blades. Hey man, y'all looking for any work? I got some, y'all looking for some.
You thought that was your car,
Huh? It is. I left it last week. Ain't nobody messed with it. I was wondering where I left it because I knew it didn't fly off the trailer. Here's my cone I was missing yesterday. I didn't even notice it till yesterday. College is done. We obviously couldn't cut the pond, but looked like he got a good bit of it. We cut everything but the areas like that we typically don't cut. We only cut that pond. Oh, we might have cut it 3 times in the last year, something like that. Not very often. Anyway, it is 2 o'clock and we're done. So 10, yeah, we're about 4 hours. About 4 hours. I did a little bit of extra stuff this time too, as far as trimming. We don't normally trim around all this stuff out here, but I went ahead and I kind of do it in sections, not outlying stuff. They never trimmed it. Now, we basically took over just kind of doing what they did. But it looks good out from the road. You know, I don't like the stuff getting a foot high around the trees, so I'll go out there and do it. But anyway, there's the 150 Super Z XM1. Right there in front of us. Super S is pushing us. Engine, caboose. Got some more work I could do, but I think for a Friday, that's enough. I'm gonna actually go home, unload this. I'm gonna pick up some pine straw for tomorrow, I think, and plus I'm gonna pick up some pine straw for one of my wife's friends. This will be like the 3rd time I've gotten straw and took it to her. I don't think they have a trailer, and you know, you ain't got to make money at everything you do. Sometimes good just to help people, man. All right, I got the Super S off, got a load of pine straw back there. Half of that's for a job I got to do tomorrow, and the other half I'm just going to drop off to a lady, another teacher that Leslie works with, so, or did work with. I guess she's retired now. I think she still does something up there, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Clean that lot up out there. So anyway, I'm gonna go drop this off, and that's it. I'm done for today. It's 3:48 now. I'll get up there about 4 o'clock. I'll get back home about 4:30. Take me a shower, man. Take me a shower and take my wife out. Friday night. It's Friday for us. So, won't be Friday for you when you get this. Either be Saturday or Sunday. So, anyway, hey, I do appreciate y'all tuning in today. And I can't even remember what all we talked about. That's how good my memory is. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you made it to this part, you obviously watched it. So, I appreciate y'all watching. My prayer for you is always the same. That the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.